I can show you what I've been working on today, if you like.
Yeah, we can do that. We're on record too, so
That's
keep
all right.
it clean.
As I think I mentioned, I've been working on migrating Sane from Joomla 3 to Joomla 4, and that's sort of actually done. I'm doing it on the live site early tomorrow morning. I've got my little list of steps worked out. Um, but then I get to start again straight away on another migration of K2 to Joomla content. Except whereas Sane had 900 odd pages, Australian Book Review's got about 7,000 K2 articles. They've been publishing very, very industrious of them. They've been publishing all their archives going back to the 70s. I wasn't aware of this for a while, and I was like, why is the backup size getting so big? The backup of the website is 20 gigabyte because
Wow. Wow.
it's an online magazine, so there is images as well as
Wow.
text.
But I suppose really juicy goods for Chat GDP, hey?
Yeah, well, yes, but they have a paywall for most of their content with Membership Pro.
Mm.
But so yes, I've my process for doing that I did with Sane. Actually, I better share the screen first. Be helpful. So, firstly, just because I'm quite chuffed with it, here's my live. Hang on.
Sharing. We're not sharing yet. Yep, now we are.
Good.
Yeah.
So here's my live Sane website, which is still running good old Joomla 3. But here is my version 4, which has what do we got?
Wow.
25 pages of content. Not all published, but mostly. And where are we? And this would be the front end of the dev site. Oops. Which looks the same as one would hope.
Yes. And what's this built in? Is it in U theme or
Yeah. This is your theme, absolutely.
mm.
So that's for Joomla 3 versus Joomla 4. So pretty identical. I had to redo the search module override that I have in place.
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed how it's a bit annoying that theme overrides some core templates like article and search? Well, not for us because we use theme now mostly in terms of articles. But one of the other things it overrides is the smart search templates. So basically, what I've had to do is create an override of the default Joomla search module template and call it default-joomla.php. Or actually, I'll call it default-sane because it's just for them. And select that in the module settings. So for the layout, you select that override, and that gets around utheme's default without having to override utheme's override. Because if you do that, then it breaks your future updates.
Mm.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
No, yeah. Because I was doing that for a while. I was like, I don't want to use the utheme search. I need a button because there's no button in the utheme
No,
search module.
it's not.
They just, expect everyone to know that you just have to hit enter on your keyboard, which, fine for anyone who's remotely tech savvy, but there are other
Mm.
people for whom that is not such an obvious thing.
Mm.
Um, yeah, so I had to restyle that. But other than that, it wasn't too bad, like apart from specific modules and things. And biggest challenge I had with moving from K2 to Joomla Core was broken links within articles. So
Okay.
we've got to think, remember, there's like 900 pages. So they've been linking internally to other pages on the website, and they're all linking to K2 items and stuff. So they'd all break. So this was the thing I mentioned on Discord that I used for checking broken links,
Yeah.
called sitemap generator. the live site or the site, they offer a dynamic service where you can just run it through the website. But it's not very, it's, useful for sites up to 100 pages kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just good in that you can just, click on the link in a new window and then,
Do you pay for the subscription on this one or
yeah, it's about, what
Hmm.
is it? For the standalone, it's one off, it's $40.
Yeah.
$40 US. One
Yeah.
off. You just have to, a bit bizarre. There's no kind of log into your account to get the latest version. You just have to retain your original purchase email, which has your download link on it.
Yeah. Okay.
That gets you the new versions.
Right.
But it has a whole bunch of other,
Yeah.
you
Quite.
know,
I do use it. I have used it in the past. So
yeah, right.
um
Yeah, but I
I
found,
haven't used it extensively, but I've certainly used it for basic, site mapping.
so we basically got this set to run, or if it has been running twice a day. I've actually fixed most of these, or all of these, I think,
Yeah.
this afternoon, so I'm waiting for it to update again. Well, I could run the cron earlier, but I'm happy to wait till tomorrow morning. I'm not sure what's going on with this weird thing being reported
No, that's a bit
openly.
tricky. And there's two parts to it, which is a bit
Well, they're just different
pages,
categories,
pages, right?
and it's actually just in like the head area, it's up here.
Hmm.
So I think it's like might even be a false positive, but yeah, odd that one. I was
Yeah.
hoping that once I fixed all the other broken links that that'd sort of
It
go
might
away.
correct itself. Yeah.
We'll find out tomorrow, I guess. Yeah, but anyway, I think it's quite a useful
Hmm.
tool. But yes, so then I started this morning on doing Australian book review, which Terry's written a lovely new component for, just waiting to be installed once I get it to Joomla 4. But this is their live website. And yeah, it's an online, and there's a printed version of the magazine as well. So, you can subscribe by all sorts of different options.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, aside from the current issue, there's the archive, which is, you know, how many we've got published. Oh, yep, so we're back to 78.
Wow.
So yeah, they've just been, publishing all this content. I'm not sure how much is in each one. Not much on that one. Good. What happened there? Let's maybe just go to a recent issue. So, so this was all built, this is all built in Joomla's T3 framework.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, shush. Goodness sake. Sorry. Old man's carrying on. And
Cat.
yeah, the cat. Yeah. Right. So module. And
So will you be upgrading this one eventually, Nathan?
yes, so that's what I'm getting to is I've started.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is U theme.
Yeah.
It's not quite the same yet in terms of the header. It's, it's a start.
Yeah.
It's got the menu loading correctly.
Mm-hmm.
But, if you were to go and have a look at the current issue page, for example, it's still loading K2 default styles and templates as
Okay.
opposed to what's going on over here. So,
Yeah.
as I said, I've only just started early
Yeah. Yeah.
last week or so. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so it's a matter of
And is that a commercial migration that you're doing, or have they agreed to it? Or
oh yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You're
No,
not
no,
just
no, no.
doing
They're
it with
paying
your heart. Yeah.
no, no, they're paying a bit for this actually,
Good.
14K. So yeah.
Yeah.
But that included a bit for Terry to build a component that
Yeah.
there's a component that authenticates subscriptions via IP address for institutions. So because there's lots of universities and libraries that subscribe to the journal.
Mm.
So they authenticate via IP, and I'd had this dodgy component written written years ago called by a well, turned out it was dodgy by a
Website.
Russian guy, where you put in the organization and their IP range and stuff and their related user account, and it basically logs them in automatically, and they don't see the sign in,
Oh, okay.
and
Wow.
in the live site they don't, they won't see things like sign up for our newsletters because
Yeah.
it doesn't know who they are.
Yeah.
Rather, it
Yeah.
thinks they're the university.
Mm.
Um, yeah, so Terry's written a Joomla 4 version of that to replace this, which
Hmm.
should be much improved.
Yeah.
But as you see, if I go to K2 items, it's what have we got? Page 464.
Ooh, holy dolly.
Indeed. And I think that's showing what, 30 a page. So yeah, that's a few, more than a few. But yeah, so at this stage I am, oops, started building the template, a new theme.
Yeah.
So
Show us that. Yeah.
the good thing is most of this is all the homepage in particular, it's all modules.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is actually sort of migrate to UTheme first and then do the K2 conversion. Because I can just basically using, you see my editor screen now?
Yeah. We're seeing your is it? Yeah, your
My code,
IDE. Yeah, your code.
RDE, that's the
CSS.
word.
Yeah,
That's the one
yeah.
I was looking for.
Yeah.
And so I've got my UTheme ABR folder here. So
Yeah.
my usual fashion. And fortunately, I kind of was sort of doing things like that already when I did the ABR last version. So it's already all not in there, but it's all in its own little folder.
Yeah. Yeah.
So basically, I'm just working through the site and copying over the less files as I do each page or load each module,
Yeah. And I
and
suppose
making whatever tweaks I need to do to get it to fit in the UTheme container or whatever.
that's the beauty that it's already less. So it is actually
Yeah, it's
very
moving.
transportable. Yeah, very transportable because you're not having to reformat from CS
Absolutely.
back to less again, which I
Yeah, and I absolutely experienced that doing the same one. I was like, oh, actually, this is
way easier.
way easier than I had thought it might be. But
Yeah.
and then as I move them over, I just mark them green in the Finder so I know they're done.
Yeah.
Um,
No,
but yeah,
that's great.
so the plan is to move it to UTheme first, and I can get rid
How
of.
many templates do you think you'll have on the site based? I mean, I suppose it's not as complex as it seems because of
Well,
the volume of articles.
there's a few templates because you can do. That was one of the reasons I used K2 was it was quite easy to do different layouts for different categories and things. So there's a few.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay.
Sane was actually more. I had a spreadsheet. It was like 25 or something. Just because they've had so many different designers and people involved over the years. There were just all these
Yeah.
legacy kind of layouts and stuff, which we're going to get rid of, but
Yeah.
they had to be migrated before we could get rid of them, if you like.
Mm.
Yes, but I mean, it's really the main ones are the issue. I think it's online 2014 is actually the one that's used. So there's a few redundant ones in here. So I'll do a little bit of a clear out as well.
Yeah.
But it's not got a few component modules and things to replace as well.
Yeah.
Like this the Love a little image slideshow thing up here. I'll just go through the article.
Can you just go back to that screen you're on, that one? Oh yeah. Okay. Thank you.
What?
Oh, I was just looking at the sign, see where the defense thing was.
Oh, right. Yeah. But this little slider thing here is also made by Joomla Works, who make K2. So it's also got to go. It was like a late snafu I had on the same website. I'd completely forgotten that I'd installed Simple Image Gallery Pro, which is also a Joomla Works plugin that integrates with K2. And unbeknownst to me, some of the staff had actually used it. And so then I've done the conversion and found these 3 pages. I've sort of thought about it last minute. And so I searched through the database for, the tag that loads it into a page and found like 3 instances of it, which could have been worse.
Could have been a lot worse. Yeah.
I had to redo them as theme galleries, basically.
I'm glad your camera's not down a couple of inches.
Sorry?
I said I'm glad your camera's not down a couple of inches.
Had a good view there, did you, Terry? Not so much. Yeah, so anyway, that's what I've been doing today is working through, got my mobile menu loaded, but not in the right spot or styled in any way. It's meant to be, no, that'll do, I guess. Meant to be over here and look like that.
Yeah.
And at the moment it's over here and it looks like that.
Still pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah. And that was really just loading. So I used DJ Mega Menu
Yeah.
menus, and that was really just loading it in the right spots. It needed to be in U theme and disabling the U theme one. And now I've just got a little bit of style tweaking to do, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's mostly just where I've wrapped things within the T3 containers or whatever. So I have to change the class name from the T3 one to the U theme one. Anyway,
No, really good.
there you go.
And get into some projects like that. Yes.
You said you're changing the templates. If you want to share your screen, because I didn't actually see the template in U theme. You sort of
Okay. Yeah.
The template in U theme.
so
Yeah.
so in the back end, and when
Well, because I've really only modified, the header at this stage. So there's not a lot to see, and that it's not a template. So I'm talking about the outer template, the header and footer.
what the layout and of the site rather than the article.
Yeah, the toolbar up here, the logo, the menu, in terms of the live site.
In the youth.
So I've got this footer section to do as the U theme footer.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about the header and the footer area, basically. That's what I refer to as the Joomla template, if you like.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, in terms of what's in here, it's more about what's set in header and stuff. I picked a stack center layout, so it's closest to what they kind of had. We've got, setting the max width.
Are you doing, you're doing some max width, so just making the whole thing a little bit wider and, tweaking it.
Actually, it's already quite wide, the toolbar area. It's 1350px max width from sort of here to here. It's on the live site, so but yeah, I sort of did make it a little bit bigger, I think. But yeah, then it was more kind of going to, what is it? Menus and disabling the menus from here.
We can't see that.
Oh, sorry.
The wrong screen, maybe. We're seeing the mobile view still. Yeah.
Clicked on the wrong thing to share. So
that's okay, because I could see your mouse moving, but I'm like, we're not seeing that.
Is that better?
Where you were, but no, I couldn't see it.
Is that better? You see?
Yeah, definitely better. Yep.
Good. I pressed the wrong thing to share.
Yeah.
Hit the window rather than the desktop. So yeah, I've been in and told it not to load any menus, basically, in
Yeah.
desktop or
Yes.
whatever. What I then did was basically um, duplicated the existing mega menu modules. So main menu is the one that loads in the JA AGA template,
Mm.
and main menu YT obviously loads in UTheme. So set to load in the nav bar. So that's what's loading the menu. The section at the top.
And just a small thing, I mean, it's interesting seeing how you know, name your modules, and obviously you use the coloring, which is really good as well, the regular labs one.
I don't do that all the time. I've done that like maybe on this site.
Yeah, if I'm doing a template upgrade, I have all my templates, like they're all version 1 is 001s and version 2 are
Right.
002s, and I don't put it in the title of the module, I put it in the notes. So I have a prefix, so I can have a template 1 and template 2 on it, but I can filter it because I've actually prefixed in my notes template 001, template, you know,
Right. Yeah.
my,
I
my,
only do this
my
one.
little acronym that I use. But you do U theme. I can see you've got your UT, you know, everywhere.
It's purely while I'm doing the conversion or build though. Like if I'm just
Yeah.
if I'm doing a new build, then I don't put anything on the edge of the module name. It's just
Yeah. So, but I use notes extensively, is my point. Like I use
yeah,
notes
yeah, right.
on all my modules so that there is this indication of what things are.
Just
Yeah.
means if I want to find all the U theme ones, I can just search on
YT.
YT.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
I don't
If I
use
do it the same logic for me, it's just, you know, I'm looking for, you know, YNF 002 instead of YNF 001 because I'm on version 2 of the,
sure. Yeah,
yeah,
I don't use the coloring anymore. I did it on this site when I built it.
yeah,
I
yeah,
do use the categories though a bit.
yeah,
And I found that useful, particularly in this scenario,
yes,
because
yes,
it was easy to then find all of the because I've got so it's like homepage, which has all the homepage modules on it.
yeah. Okay, good.
So I know which ones
That's
I
good.
need to
Yeah,
load
that's
into the
good to
build.
see too.
Yeah. But yeah, so I just did the same thing with the toolbar, which is they were called social menu in the old site. So you'll see there's YT versions. There are 3 different versions of the social menu due to the institutions. And anyway,
Okay, yeah,
so there's one that displays for them that has the icons, but not the login, log out business and whatnot. And
yeah. Big site, hey.
yeah, so in terms of the template build, Terry, there's not much to show at this stage. Most of it is in the code, I guess, or in the
So,
child.
and you're saying you haven't actually got like a homepage template. Is that what you're saying in this one?
Correct at this stage because
Just header footer because everything works via modules.
yeah, just the header and footer at this stage. But that, well, yeah, I mean that's kind of how U theme works. You wouldn't
Yeah.
like it is the U theme style. I have the child theme that's doing all
Mm.
of the styling. I've got an index.php override just so I can do my little. Oh,
Hmm.
well, I have to pull in a whole bunch of stuff that they were using, custom fav icons,
Hmm.
the font awesome stuff, which I haven't,
Yeah.
stripped back yet,
Yeah.
and then my little override to get around U themes cache.
Oh, that would be good to know.
Yeah, so you know how I write it out to whatever hyphen custom.
Yes.
So you can put this little parameter on the end, a little PHP statement for echo
Oh, can you
time.
send me that,
Yeah,
please?
yeah, absolutely.
That'd be amazing. Or maybe the whole sheet so I can see. I don't know. No, just send it. I'll stick it under the CSS.
I'll put it into the chat. It's that should be
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
That what
So
you're
you,
doing
you
there
want
is
to remove that from your production site though. Just use it on dev because otherwise it'll slow down your page.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
But yeah,
So
but
not, yeah, not a fix for it. I was like, oh yeah.
Well, no, it is if you're just working on a development site, and if you
Yeah.
need to do development work on the live site, put it in and then just take it out when you're done, I guess.
Yeah. Where have you put it?
So it's in the head section.
No. Where have you put it in
Oh,
chat?
no,
Which chat?
I haven't yet.
Oh, okay. No, that's okay. I was looking for it, going like, oh, I better grab it.
Trying to work out how I do that while I'm sharing.
Um, yeah. Don't worry, just as long as it kind of goes somewhere, stick it on another screen for now.
Oh, I should be able to do that, surely.
You put the you thing, give me the little note so I know. what it is.
Team chat.
Put it in Discord if you like. Can you put it in Discord and a message to me? Direct message?
Oh, yeah, I can put it in Discord. That's good.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. I'm just thinking that I can get it there.
Make some use of it.
Yeah.
There.
Okay, but that's so yeah, so it's saying there's like a time limit to it.
Generates a timestamp on the end of the file. So you have a look at it in here. Should be loading fairly close to last. There we go. So you'll see it just has the timestamp on the end of the file name.
Yeah.
So basically, every time you refresh, that's going to change. So it forces the browser to re-download it. Yeah, that
Yeah.
using case drove me absolutely nuts, particularly when you work on big
Me
design.
too. Yeah, me too. It's insane. Like I wait like seriously, sometimes half an hour for a color background color to change sometimes.
Mm.
There's probably problems here as well with my internet, but um,
But yeah, that's a workaround for it. But yeah, make sure you don't, run it on production permanently.
yeah.
So it'll just lower your page
Yeah,
score.
yeah. I've made a little
I mean,
note.
not massively, but won't make any difference to you on visiting the site. But just,
Yeah.
best practice is not to have it loaded on production. Is there anything else you wanted to ask, Terry?
Yeah, so that what you've done there with the timestamp
Yeah.
is actually the problem I mentioned the other night when that photo upload thing and Google caching on mobiles.
Yeah.
I did this
Yeah.
like a timestamp of the actual file. So rather than if the file,
Yes. So
I
the
get
image is updated.
I
It
get the
knows.
timestamp of the file. So if the file hasn't changed, then the page won't reload. But if the file, the stat file timestamp and date stamp on the file have changed, then it will force the reload on mobiles. But yeah, and just looking at what you've got, you don't even need the V equals. You can just put the timestamp there after the question mark.
Yeah, you probably could. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I just copied that from wherever I found it, I guess.
yeah. So but no, it's just curious. It took me a while to figure it out earlier in the week how to get Google to reload, and I did the same thing. So
Yeah, no, so it's a good little because I must admit sometimes I literally I have to just walk away.
Yeah, it's too frustrating.
I just have to walk away. I'm just like, I can't believe this color hasn't changed, you know. And it does. There's nothing wrong with the CSS, but how would you know? Because, yeah.
The other cool thing I could show you is
actually,
text.
on that one, before you go, you could use you make other changes to that file though, don't you? Besides that custom CSS one, don't you?
No, everything goes into that.
Just that thing.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking you could use regular labs replace it. You just stick a timestamp in, so you can turn the regular labs thing on and off, rather than have to go into the code and edit it each time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
True.
Because all you need to do is change one bit of text in that file, and that'll cause the whole file to change, get reloaded. So if you think about it, you could probably stick that timestamp anywhere you like.
Yeah.
Just force the reload.
Hmm. That's another good little thing we could share on
We'll
Joomla.
keep it to ourselves.
Keep it to ourselves. A lounge only secret. Secrets of the Joomla Lounge.
I'll show you the access conditions stuff in View Theme Essentials, which is pretty funky, I would say. So when I was converting the same site, we had these pages, old pages in K2, where they'd asked for a custom field to be added so that they could link and what would appear to be an article in the category off to another part of the website or off to an external site, which was a bloody ridiculous idea, frankly. And we've moved away from that, which is great. But I still had a couple of legacy pages where that had been the case, or where they mostly linked to external sites. So the page in question is fundraise for, yeah, fundraise for sale, I think. Yeah, and so that one goes to an internal page, but as does that. Oh yeah, that's right. I had to rearrange the order. No, wrong one. Wrong page. Oh yeah, that's good. Now I can't find the page.
Yeah.
Bear with me. Why don't I actually go to templates? Because then
There's all your templates. I was wondering how many templates were running the site. Like, well, there's a few.
yeah, there's a few.
Mhm.
I managed to keep the
Good though. And so you rebuilt all those, obviously.
yes, they were all old K2 templates.
Mm.
Community fundraising, I think, is the page, isn't it? No, no, we've been there already. No, not that one. All these bloody card templates. No, not displaying it very, demonstrating it very well at all. I would just use.
Well, they would certainly be going off somewhere else, those ones.
No, they're not linking anywhere because they used to link. They used to link to internal articles, and
Okay.
then I discovered as I was doing the migration that someone had added like 5 or 6 new ones without actually adding any content. So they're just linking through to blank pages. So I spoke to the marketing manager and said, "What do you want to do?" She said, "Can we just remove the links for now?" I said, "Yeah, all right, sure."
Mm.
I can't believe I can't remember which one this was. It's got to have been that. Let me just, no, it's the other one. Yeah, okay. So these first couple here go off to external sites. So it goes to donate.sane.org and it actually goes off to, yeah, Raisley, I think, is the service. And Donate Monthly looks like it goes to a same URL, but it's just an alias that then redirects off to the external service. So it's not actually a page.
Mm.
So you'll see on those two, I have the link mapped
To the A link, yeah.
to the A link. This is still.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that done before until Martin showed that on Tuesday, and I was like, oh, that's actually really cool. Make use of those 3 blocks of links that never get used.
Yeah. Well, and it was cool with Utheme because, it then had one of these was linking off to a subcategory. So I was able to just add, a separate grid item for whichever category it is, community fundraising.
Mm.
That one there. That's still not really
Yeah. Can you go back to that A-link thing that you just had there?
Yeah.
'Cause it went past that quick the other night. I didn't catch what was going on.
So in the article,
Yeah. You can put the link into the
you have those three links,
Yeah.
A, B, and C, on the image and intro image and full image tab in the article.
Which no one has ever used.
Yeah, we never use them. I've never used them.
Yeah.
I've always wondered what they were for.
But with Utheme, they're a good way of changing one
Yeah,
to go to an external page rather than,
yeah,
linking through to the article. So you
yeah,
just have to group your items in the category according to, how you want to lay them out. So I think for item one, I've just said load 1 to 2, and I've got
yeah,
those two articles ordered first in the category. Then I load the subcategory as a separate item,
yeah.
and then the articles at the end are actually just mapped through to the article.
To whatever's in those links. Yeah.
Yeah.
But wasn't he using that though to bring up that file, the images in the gallery?
That was different. That was about the source, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was related to the
yeah.
files
It was how to get a gallery in the end of the article.
files path is what he was using it for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This little thing here is probably the access conditions masterpiece. In that this is one template built in Utheme,
Yeah.
using a JP Switcher Pro add-on for Utheme, which does the tabs. But that's the same template as, where are the About Us pages? So there's some supporting information. So this is the same Utheme template on the left as this one is. So it's just loading different elements over here, depending on the access conditions that are set. So you'll see this one here is simple page intro. So that only loads on these supporting pages, which are in the purple. So you'll see it's highlighting now as I hover over this. So if you go into the section, go to advanced and access conditions, got a
And is
rule.
that using the Utheme Essentials like
Yes, yeah.
this? Yeah.
Utheme Essentials has this in it. So you can add an access condition, you can add all kinds of different things. Calendar, date, and time. The dynamic is the one I use most. So basically, I've set up a custom field called article intro, which is what's displaying this. So this section only displays if article intro is not empty.
Yeah.
So it has the evaluation there, but you can reverse it. So, and kind of so on and so forth for the rest of it, as in the tab page intro, which loads, which is this section here. Same thing. It only loads if one of those elements has a value.
Conditions are met. Yeah.
But all based on things that are in the article. So you can literally just even set up a yes, no select box to say, show this or hide this. So that, the customer can then just go, oh, okay, we don't want to show that on this article, we'll hide it.
Wow. Yeah.
It still doesn't allow you to use the standard ACL of Joomla.
No, it does. It does.
Yeah, because I saw a thing there before user in your. I saw that one user. I thought there might have been an ACL element behind it.
You got to click
Yeah,
on user to get to user level.
level. Okay.
Yeah. Not much user action on this website, so it's just the basics that are set up there. But yeah, it has user access conditions built in for sure.
Hmm.
You've just got to click on them first to get the options. Geolocation gives you continents, countries. Obviously, you need the database. Just get rid of that. Oh, dev doesn't matter. Yes, I suppose they all have different ones. You can validate against the site URL. So it just gives you patterns. Use regular expressions in those as well. What else has it got?
What essentials? What's the cost of that?
It's not cheap, to be frank. It's a couple $100.
Yeah.
About 200, I think, Australian. I think it works out to.
Hmm.
But, you know, I can sling you a copy, Terry. It's very handy though when you're doing complex stuff, I must say.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I don't install it on every site I build. It's just when it gets to that level of complexity and I need access conditions, and I'm like, yep, okay. I mean, for mine, it should be built into theme, really. Can't believe you can't just select an element at the very least
I
and
know.
go, you know, set
Yeah.
it to this access level.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was going to show. Is that the one? Yeah, what I really love about it, because I was having some problems, particularly when I was using it on a WordPress site, as it runs on that as well. But when you do your query, sometimes you might not get the result you're expecting you're going to get. And it has this little evaluation icon, which basically returns the results of your query that you've put in,
Yeah.
which I thought was pretty cool. Because yes, I was having some problems and I was, why isn't that working? And it was because, of course, WordPress was storing the value in the database as a number and not the label. Looked at the evaluation, I was like, oh, okay, well, that'll be why. So I do quite like that. And you can, when you do add a second one, shush. Yeah, you can change the evaluation mode. Custom write your own query. There you go. They've actually just released a new version like today, because they have this other thing of composable sources. So this is mapped to us article custom title. So you've got your edit things where you can, set the content length, set a limit, which you can't do out of the box. I discovered the other day. But yeah, it has this thing called composable sources. So you can add extra text before or after whatever the dynamic source is that you're bringing in. So if it's a username, it can be, hi, Steve, how you going today? Whatever. And they've released an update today that introduces a if-else syntax into this. And you can actually load dynamic sources within this window to build sort of dynamic composite sources, they call it. Which was just kind of like, oh, wow, you could do a lot of very cool stuff with that. I haven't got a need for it just yet, but I was glad to know that it could now be done.
Can be done. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
no, I don't want you composed. I'll just cancel. It'll be a good plan. Anyway, that's a little look at it. It does actually have a bunch of other stuff as well.
What's the Accessibility Pro that you've got there?
Accessibility Pro is this little tacker.
Ah, so it's like a little plug-in.
Yeah, basically.
Mm.
Um, Increases font size. 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 Birds colors.
Wow.
So all the things you need for accessibility, really.
Is that available on the front end or is that just for testing for you?
No, that's on the front end.
Yeah, okay, cool.
No, I loaded on quite a few sites actually. But yeah, particularly if anyone asks me about accessibility, I just go straight to that. It's from DJ Extensions and it's not massively expensive. There are plenty of hosted accessibility services that give you the same kind of thing, but they're like at least 500 a year, whereas this is about, I don't know, $60, I think, something like that.
Mhm.
So why does it show up under the U theme menu?
Because it is UTheme native. You can also run it as just a module, but DJ Extensions do a lot of UTheme stuff, so they built an integration for it in here, so you can.
Yeah, it looked good. That's why I was
Okay.
like, oh, what's that?
Oh, yeah, so you want to see this, so I can change the theme from dark to light. Back. You've got your position type. It can also be like a toolbar kind of thing. That's that what this does, I think. There we go.
Where'd it go? Hmm.
No, I've lost it.
Yep.
You might have to do something for the custom position.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here we go. Layout, pop-up or toolbar. So it can load up the top like this as
Oh,
well.
I see. Okay. Yep.
That's a bit more intrusive, really.
It is. Yeah.
Pop-up. And oh, I didn't know you could choose differently for mobile now. That's new.
Hmm.
There you go. Yeah, just settings around the pop-up, how it works. Then it has some settings for which font you want to use within the window. So you can set the client's or the site's web font. And then some settings around the text-to-speech function,
Yeah.
which when I first used it was a little bit quick, but then you can slow it down. It was funny. They were good with support on that. I actually went back to them and went, yeah, it's good, except it's just a little bit quick when it reads the text out. And it's, like that's actually common amongst text-to-speech readers.
Mm.
But Zane had previously used a thing called Read Speaker, which reads at a more human pace. So they were kind of used to that. But so I went back to them and just said, oh, any chance you slow it down? They released a new update that had the speech rate in it and good to go. So,
That's great.
yeah. The Essentials does come with other things other than the advanced thing. You can add sources of various kinds for dynamic
Easy
content.
blog. Have they still got Easy blog?
Yeah, I'm still running. We're still running Easy Blog on here. It's going to be replaced, migrated to Joomla articles, but it's a bit more of a pain in the ass. There's no migrator. You just kind of got to
No,
manually.
it's going to be a manual.
But so this is what, and I'm very close to actually doing this, adding our videos to the Joomla Australia website using the YouTube source. So you basically add in the source, you can go, my YouTube channel, my playlist, and basically pull it in dynamically. So that will be the plan. But yeah, there's a whole heap of different sources, Google Sheets, CSV file, database. You can just, write your own query, basically. Add relationships in the table. And then you can map those dynamic sources to UTheme builder pages, which is pretty cool. And yes, that was me attempting to see whether I could pull the images from an easy blog post in, but no, because of how shittily they're stored in the database. But anyway.
Yeah.
What's that? What's
I broke away from that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can set up layout libraries on remote servers. So you know how in here and in Builder and Library, you've got my layouts. You can also set up ones. Yeah, I haven't actually been using it, so it's broken. I need to re-credential it.
Ah, but you can go very specific to the customer. Yeah.
Yeah, and so you can create a folder in on the Amazon S3 for each customer, load their layouts in there. I actually do want to get back to it because it's actually quite, given I'm still using the plugin, because it's good in terms of doing stuff on a development site and a live site.
Yeah.
You can have the layout stored on Amazon and load them on both the development and
Oh,
live site.
okay.
So
Yeah.
you don't have to migrate them across once you've finished building them on dev. You just select them from the Amazon layouts folder.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
So that's pretty cool too. But also, it also comes with a lot of icon collections.
Yeah.
Add various icons if you need them. And storage is about where you set up your Amazon. That's what I need to fix.
Mm.
There's others as well. You can just do FTP.
That's really cool though, having that. So that's all in essentials. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can see why you're using it.
Yeah, and you can then turn off various things if you're not using it. And yeah, there's a whole forms element to it, which I don't use at all because I use RS form primarily.
Mm, mm.
It means that when you're in pages, and if you go to add an element, you have a section in here, and then form essentials, so you can build a form.
Ah, okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
So with that bit earlier in Essentials where you showed that we can add YouTube, how does that differ to the bit where you can embed a YouTube into an article? Like a standard U theme, you can just put that element down and display a U theme in the, YouTube in the,
Well, that would differ in that I could use it as a dynamic source in, say, a grid layout and
Yeah.
load the videos in a grid layout just by adding
You
one
don't have
item.
to manually add them. It just will go and find their collection of videos on YouTube. Yeah.
Does that not make sense? No?
That makes sense.
Yeah, so if you're in, um, so I haven't done it on this site, but um, hang on, what have I lost? That's the words. So I haven't done it on this site, so these are all separate grid items.
no.
Mm.
But if I had set up YouTube as a dynamic source, I couldn't hear because it's a mixture of videos from different sources. You'd be able to add one item to the grid, just say use YouTube as a dynamic source, display the title of the video up here,
Yeah.
load the video itself here, and then it would just automatically update whenever you added new videos to YouTube.
Mm.
So the source would be like a YouTube channel so that you got the 10 items or whatever.
Yeah, it had oh, let's have a look at it. Where was it? Oh, dev side, aren't I? Yep, doesn't matter. Oh, sorry, not there. Back to essentials. So you set it up as a source first, and then it becomes available in the builder. So you go YouTube, and then you get three
Use this as a
options.
source. Yeah.
They've
My
got
channel.
advanced, probably can't read this. It says advanced query for public YouTube videos.
Yeah.
YouTube My Channel, all videos, private and unlisted from your YouTube channel.
Or playlist. Yeah.
YouTube My Playlist.
Yeah.
So you'd probably go
I
bang.
was just wondering how you filtered what video that was going to go source. So
Yeah, so you
by a channel or by your own query, that makes sense.
Mm.
yeah. So then you'd add it as a source and you'd be able to map those to any builder element. So you could add it to the, grid element and load the video.
Yeah.
And that way we just have to upload the video to YouTube and it appears on the website.
Mm.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah,
Yeah.
what does it go for, I think? And I have to say the developer is awesome. Milo, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Milos, maybe. Just saying how much it is. So I've forgotten. It's on renewal.
So €60.
€60 for essentials. Yeah. So that's, yeah, you're only doing new themes. So yeah, you can go with that version.
Mm.
And yeah,
Are you just using the little starter, or are you using oh, you probably got the essential. Oh, I see, the essential full kit for 100 and
that's only for 6 months though, the
yeah,
€60. That's
yeah,
why I said it was around 200 a year.
yeah. That makes sense.
Um,
So does the one site work like your theme where you whatever URL you've got in, like whatever
yeah. So
work,
you
put
can,
one URL in, take another one out, and it keeps working.
and you can install it on multiple sites. It's just you'll only get
I
support
get
for one
support for
support
one.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
only use the license key on one site.
yeah.
I think I do have Essential because I've using it on WordPress as well.
Mm.
It makes building on WordPress a lot less painful. So
Yeah,
yeah.
Mm.
So
yeah. Oh, good.
yeah, I follow their Discord channel, and yeah, the developer's very good. Whenever anyone's got a problem or a hassle, he
Yeah.
releases a new version like a day later or 2 days later or something. So
Mm.
anyway,
Good.
there you go.
Well, thank you for sharing that. It's great to see some bigger sites, way bigger than anything I build. That's okay. Can build them that big, but I just haven't got them on my books. Yeah.
Well, I could probably do with some help actually, Britt. So I'll